Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Noe. In today's world, I think sometimes we have to just put the world on the outside and focus on what it is that we need to get done in our life, at the same time as having a little fun. Well, the first thing, if you want to see just how fast things change in the state of Maine, where I live, this first picture, you see this right here? This was the middle of March, not more than about 3 to 4 weeks ago. More 3 weeks than 4. But this was right after a 12-inch snowstorm and everything slid off the metal roof, and this is what I had in front of the house. Now this picture, as you see right here, this is 4 weeks later. All gone. It disappeared that fast. But at the same time, we like to have a little fun. This is our dog, and my son was teasing her, and he filmed this, and we dubbed this the cheese drop. So there you have it. The poor dog, anticipating and anticipating, she wanted that piece of cheese. But as you see from the slow motion, she closed her eye because it was heading for her eye, and she missed it. The good thing is the reward was still there at the end. She still got her piece of cheese. But now that spring is here in Maine, excuse me, and I have a few projects I need to get done. The window you saw in those two pictures, that's on the right side of the front. The left side, last year I replaced that one, and now this window will get taken out. But first, I want to show you our ongoing project right now that needs to get done. And I dubbed this little short video, How a Redneck, me, takes down a chimney.
Okay? And you want it's going fast? Just give her some and go.
So there you have it. That's how a redneck takes down a chimney. There was a lot of prep to it. The seam where I wanted it to break, I did have to go up, and the boys were laughing at me. They were here to help, and the boys were laughing at me because I put a hard hat on. And they said, you think that hard hat's going to save you? And I says, not from the chimney falling on me, no. But if anything, that the parts that are cracked and the pieces that are very loose on that top section, from me beating on it and cracking a few of the corners and dislodging that one, what they call a mortar joint. I got a what they call a brick set. It's like a big flat wedge that's made for chipping and shaping brick or something that when you're building a wall. But you drive that in on this and it pops. What it does is it pops the mortar joint. So that whole chimney is just sitting there. There's nothing really holding it. And when I drove it in on the one side, and my oldest son was saying, he said, "Dad, it's ready." He said that whole top was moving when you just did that. So got down real quick, moved the ladders, moved everything out of the way, and you saw the result. And I will say right now as a disclaimer, kids, do not try this at home. I have done stuff like this my whole life. And yes, I was nervous, and the only thing I could see is that nice metal roof behind that getting smacked because that top went the wrong way. But we did have a piece of plywood, believe it or not, on the roof behind it. And if you looked real close, you could see it looked like a board or a stick. That was a 2x4 that was up the back side of that chimney. So we didn't pull against just the chimney. We pulled against that 2x4, which helped keep that whole piece solid, that 12-foot piece solid as we pulled it. And, well, of course, until it hit the ground and shattered into a million pieces. But it had to come down, and the rest of the chimney will come down. Nice stainless steel chimney pipes and stuff will go back up, because that's the exhaust from my boiler. And got to get all this stuff done now, because a lot of you know my health, and last thing I want to leave from my wife and family is things that need to get done that I can do that they would have to hire somebody in to do. Any mason come in to remove that top section, that's about 1,300 pounds of chimney. That would have cost a pretty penny just for them to take that top section down, because it would have been a lot of work, chipping away at one little layer at a time, one little section at a time, boom, boom, boom. This way here, I took it down all at once. And now the lower section will be easy. I can pop that right apart. But that's our project for now. And yeah, and I have that window to replace, and my garden out back to get planted. But that'll be a few weeks, because this is Maine, and you really can't plant anything in the ground until May to the middle of May, because it'll die anyway. If you get a frost one night or too much of cold weather or something, it's not, you're going to kill it. So we wait a little bit, and my garden is started inside, and things are ready to go, and hey, we'll see how the summer plays out this year, of how they're going to manipulate our weather. Oop. Was that a conspiracy theory? Who knows? So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this, and God willing, this is No Way.